Hello everybody and welcome back. So in the last tutorial we just did this in Houdini, so now we have it kind of set up. Now we're going to make sure that we have the same setup in Unity. And in the last tutorial we just made sure that we used the FBX rope here, these ones, so circle and line. So we have it. This is what we're going to do in this tutorial, and we are in this one here. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove the ground and the player, we don't need it, and we're going to add the circle and line. And we're going to add up the circle a little bit. Actually, the radius, and the radius is 1. So I'm going to look from this direction here. So now we're going to make a script to make it move as this one here. I want the same movement. And in order to have this working, we need a script, and I have it here. So this is empty and we're going to work on it. So we actually only need the update part. And then here, we also going to have a controller. So create empty controller, and we're going to have this script on the controller. Also, we're going to have an animator. Actually, I'm going to create it here. So we're going to have an animator controller. So it's going to be named like this. And then we're going to have an animation clip, and that's the same name too. So we just drag the controller on it to the controller. So now we have the animator. So this, if we double click on the animator, we have nothing in it. So this is default any state, entry and exit stuff. So we need to add a clip. And the clip is this one here. So now we see when we enter, kind of start everything. We just autoplay this controller. And what's really important now is that on this animator clip, we do loop time. So make sure you do loop time, because then we have it looping. So if we look here now in the controller, we have an animation going on. So that's the one we have here. Perfect. So if we go back to the script, here we're going to add the same stuff that we had in Houdini. And if we look in Houdini one more time, it's these stuff. So it's nothing really super complicated stuff. So if we just go back to here, so the first thing we're going to have is the animate, and I'm gonna do execute in edit mode. This means that the script will work in edit mode, so the update will work even though we don't play. So that's nice. And then we're gonna take care of animate first, and we're gonna have a range between 0 and 1. We're going to have a public float animate. So now we have the same stuff as in Houdini. The next thing we want is the radius. And the radius is going to be a public float radius like this. I'm going to have a default value of 1, because I know the object we have the radius of 1. And then we need to rotate the circle. So we're going to have the circles transform, and we're going to do the same thing with the line. We're going to have the line like this, and then in the update we're going to do the perimeter. So if we do float perimeter, and then in order to get the length of the arc, the circle, we just do 2 times pi, and then we multiply it with the radius, and then we have it. So that's the perimeter. And we're going to use the perimeter when we do we can do that is calculate perimeter, and we need it to offset the line. So actually, yeah, we do the circle. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do the Z rotation, because we need. So this we're going to use for the line, but we're going to just leave it here for now. And now we're going to work on the circle. So we're going to rotate in the Z direction, which means if you look on the circle, the blue is the Z direction. So if we rotate in the Z direction, this is how we rotate it. That's why we do Z, and then we just do circle, local Euler angles. It needs to be local because we want to rotate it in the local space. Then we just add it here. So this is nice. And then we're going to offset the line too. The line, we're going to calculate how much do we need to offset it. So the perimeter here, that's actually the length of the line. And the reason the length of the line is the radius, well, the length around one circle and the length of this line here, it is the same. And that's because we made it here in the script, well, in the Houdini file. Looks a little bit not super tidy, so I'm just gonna do it a little bit more tidy. Yeah, it's good enough. So we are in the script, and so when we do animate 0, we don't move it at all, but when it's 1, we do it the full length, which means in the local position, we move it in the X position as far as we animate. And this is it. This is what we're gonna have. Like this. So this is the script. This should work. So if we go back to Unity, and now the script have all the parameters that we need, animate and all that stuff. So the circle we have here, and we have the line here, over here. Now this is really nice because we put the animator here, so we have and we have the animation clip inside the animator. So here we have the animation. So here you see controller 15901. That's this one here. So now what we can do, if we select the controller and then we can add properties. You see we have the script here. So we're going to put the animate and add it. So now we can control the animate. And if you remember in Houdini, we made this one down here. So now you see, if you look at it, I want the same behavior in Unity. So if you look at this one here, if you press animation editor, you can actually see we need to now we have the animate selected. So here you see this is a ease in and out curve like this. We're going to do exactly the same here. So we can, here, we're going to do the animation to be 0. So we kind of right click, add key. And then when it is 2 seconds, we're going to do exactly the same as in Houdini. So here is 2 seconds. Then it's going to be, we need to move it, the line here, and then we do 1. Now we see it's 1. Then we do 2 frame 120 here, and then we just do it to 0. And we key this one too. What? It didn't work. What it's happening? Samples. No, it should be 60. Sorry, what am I doing? So this is 2 seconds. I was intending to change this one, but I took the sample. So this is 60 frames per second. And then I want here, we want it to be full. Now it's a little bit clunky. Now it's blue, it's selected, and now I do 1 here. How it should be correct. Yeah. And this one here, this one. This one should be 0. Why is it so messy? Update key, now it's 0. here, I'm going to select this key here and have it at 0, do animate, add key. Then I'm going to go here, select that one, and I'm going to do that to be 1 and update key. Yeah, this is actually correct, but you see it's going in the wrong direction. So you see, bam. So what I need to do, I actually need to rotate it in the different direction. So if we go back to the script, I'm just going to do negative in the rotation and negative in the position. Now it should work. Now you see it kind of rotate correctly. Sorry for being so messy. Sometimes everything is just not quite as I planned. Now we are on frame 240 and we're gonna add this one to 0. And I'm just gonna do add key. So now if we play here, so here it's 0 and then it's go to 240. So if we play now, you can see some really smooth, nice movement. So now we have the same as in Houdini. This is great. So now in the next one, I'm gonna add the teeth to the rotation and make it really work nice. So I actually want to add colors to it. So I'm just gonna add the vertex color to it that we made in Houdini. That didn't work. So vertex color over here and line vertex color. Now we have it working. Really good. If we do like this, and then we do this one. The last one we did now. And I'm gonna just show you that it's actually working. If we play this one, and I'm gonna time it, this is good. Here we have it. So now we have the same animation because the math and everything is equal. This is fine. So thank you so much for watching. In the next one, I'm gonna start making the nice geometry and make sure the cog teeth is actually working together so they don't intersect and stuff. So thank you for staying through and look at on this one and see you in the next tutorial.